Hello everybody and welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason. I'm bringing you today's wonderful episode. So some of you guys might be wondering what happened to the live streams. Well, here's the deal. What we're going to do, we're going to shift these to the patron site for our patrons. Once I figure out how to do that, I'm going to experiment this weekend. And there's a simple reason for it. I know the last one we had some volume issues and other issues that I eventually solved. And then I reshot the entire thing as a regular video instead of a live stream. And what I have noticed, I went back through and I looked. We've had a few live streams, and what I've noticed is that on the YouTube channel, our live streams get about a fifth of the viewership of our regular videos. So obviously most of you guys prefer the regular videos, and I want to give you guys what you prefer. So we're going to keep with the regular videos for the YouTube channel, and for our patrons we will start putting in some live streams for you guys. And along with that, thank you very much to our patrons, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the exclusive videos that we occasionally put out there for you guys, and the upcoming live streams, if anyone's curious about that, and the buying us a coffee, which I appreciate. Thank you. I think your name is Brian that just bought us a couple of coffees. Very appreciated. I'm back on my diet, so I'm trying to cut out the sodas, so coffee is definitely always appreciated. But yeah, if you're curious about any of that, just check the description of the video down below. Otherwise, because I don't want this to drag on too long, we're going to go ahead and jump into today's video. Alright everybody, so for this video, Louis is going to go over some of the Crapless Craps, some of the differences. Now, this felt actually has a couple things on it that are not on a normal Crapless Craps felt. And he'll explain that, and he'll explain some of the differences between the games. This felt was actually donated to us, custom made by one of our fans, so we really appreciate it. It's absolutely beautiful. It's an awesome felt, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Here is the first video with it.
Alright guys, so Louis here, and I'm going to be going over some Crapless Craps. I have a little bit of experience dealing this game, okay? At the casino I currently work at, we do have this game. And it was also at a different casino that I worked at, we had it there as well. This game is actually getting pretty popular, especially on the Strip. You got all kinds of places picking it up, and the places that don't have it, for special players, they'll actually bring in a Crapless Craps felt. One thing I do want to say that you don't normally see on Crapless Craps is a don't pass and a don't come. More often than not, you will not see that, or a lay, or the little boxes for the DCs and the direct lays. You will not have that. I know there are some places that do offer them, but here in Vegas, it's not very common to see that. Why? Because it's it's Crapless Craps. They want to. It's a novelty game. They want to, they want it in the house's favor. Okay, so let's go down to. Let's actually start by explaining what the game is. So instead of how normal craps is, where let's say you have 10 on the pass line, you win on a 7-11 on the come out. Correct? You lose on a 2, 3, and 12. Okay. Well, on a Crapless Craps game, the only number that matters on the come out is a 7. You win on a 7, you do not lose at all on the come out. You don't lose at all. Now where they get you is it's a contract bet. You can't take it down, just like on normal craps. Okay? And let's say a 2, 3, 12 rolls, you don't lose, you mark it up. That now becomes your points. You roll 2 craps, 2, mark the 2. Yo, 11, yo, mark the yo. You don't win on the pass, you win on the 11. So now these are the official payouts for the game itself. Like every 6 pays 7, every 5 pays 7, 5 to 9, every 4 to 11, 2 to 11, so on and so forth. But what you will normally see is you will not see this game probably under a quarter, and if you do, it's very, very rare. Especially down on the Strip, where they want to milk every last dollar out of you they can. But the 2, 3, 11, 12 are just like the 4 and 10. More often than not, they are bought at $20 or a quarter. So if the game itself is a 25 minimum, it is an auto buy. If the 4 and 10 are automatically bought, then the 11, 3, 2, and the 12 are automatically bought as well. Okay. Now let me go over what the odds are and what they pay. So we all know every 5 pays 6 for the odds on the 6 and 8. 5 pays 9, or pays 3 to 5 and 9 pay 3 to 2. 4 and 10 pay double. The 3 and the 11 actually pay you 3 times. You get 3 times the amount. Okay. On the 2 and the 12, they pay you 6 times. Okay. They pay you 6 times. Pretty good. Pretty good. So if you have 50 on the line and you have $50 odds, you're going to get 6 times on the 11 and the 3. You're going to actually make 150, right? Because it pays 3 times. If the 2 or the 12 hit, excuse me, you're going to make 300. Okay. Like I said, more often than not, this game will be at a quarter, especially on the strip. And once a point is marked, the only number that matters is that point and a 7. Crap numbers don't matter. Come bets, it's the same idea. You roll a 2, 3, 12. The come doesn't lose. The come bet travels to that number. You roll an 11. The come bet travels to the 11. 7 rolls. Last come bet wins. Okay. What else can I go on about? Oh, the amount of odds. I know some places that offer 10 times odds on every number, every single number. I know some places that offer straight real odds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 single odds or double odds. Or some places that offer 5, 4, 3, 2, and 2, or just 10 on all numbers, right? It all depends on which casino you go to. The odds change and stuff like that. So let's say you bet 25 on the line and the point is 12. If they allow 10 times, you can go 250. If that hits, you're going to get paid $1,500. That's a pretty good amount if you ask me. All right. One thing about Crapless Craps is because there's so many numbers and you don't have the DC and whatnot and you have to reach out a little bit extra, is the amount of players you can have on a game. On a normal craps game, on a normal dice game, you're allowed 8 people per side, so a total of 16 players per game. Well, on Crapless Craps, it's hard to fit in everybody else. So you will actually only get 6 players a side, 12 players on a game. Okay. This layout is a little bit. It's a beautiful layout, but I mean it's a beautiful representation. Because in the live casinos, it's just enough to fit in your 3 and 3. So this is a perfect representation. So if you get more than 6 players aside, you have to kind of, excuse me, sir, ma'am, we're kind of full already. We can't fit you in. It's a very popular game. It's a novelty game. A lot of people really enjoy playing this, especially because of the payouts on the 2, 3, 11, and the 12. So on your cross bets, it's what they usually call it is you would say across, or in the extremes you would kind of these are called the extremes on the game. You would say I want this much on the extremes. So some common play style is you'll actually get like a normal 135 across, or let's say the point is like 6. You'll get a normal 130 across, and you'll get an extra 100 on the extremes. Or in that case, if they throw you 230s, they'll tell you 230 across, and it's a little awkward. It's gonna, especially for the dealers who don't really deal this game, it's gonna throw you off for the first time. Because I mean, look at that. You got 100 right here, or I mean, it's throwing me off right now. Look, you got 100 right here, another 100 right here. I mean, look at this. It's just weird. But not 230. What is it? 205, something like that. Either way. But the best way, if you're a dealer and you don't really deal this game and you're not comfortable, is if they tell you across. Ask them, how would you like that? They'll tell you exactly. The players will tell you, oh, I want this much normal across, and I want the extreme. Now, one thing is, if they say the outside, you have to clarify what you want, the normal outside, or do you want the outside, because the outside could be the 12, 11, 10, 4, 3, and the 2. The inside could be just the inside, or it could be just your normal across. It's a very confusing game, okay? It's a fun game to play, sometimes it's pretty fun to deal too. You'll see a lot of big money just because of the payouts. So the main reason why people play this is mainly for the extremes. Okay, the 2, 3, 11, and the 12. So you'll get normal lacrosses, and people will just press me all the way up, all the way. I mean, think about it. Let's say you have 50 on the 12. Pardon me, the microphone fell. Let me clip that back on here. So let's actually say just a quarter. Let's say it's a nice quarter game. Let's say the 12 hits. It's bought at a quarter already, so they throw you $1. You get 150 for $1. You get 150 bucks for $1. I mean, how cool is that? You press it up 1 unit, you're collecting $125. For $2, you got $300. Look at that. You got $300 payout for $2. And it's people really enjoy playing this game. The odds as well. Oh, people always take odds on the extremes. What else? You don't really see too much prop action on Crapless Craps, unless it's like a 3-way 7 or like a hot bet or something like that. But like C&Es, horn bets, you don't really see too much of those. I mean, why would you bet a C&E if you're not going to lose your pass line? More often than not, people bet a crap check to cover their pass line, but they don't lose on a crap number. I mean, and if it rolls again, you're going to get paid a lot more on a place bet or odds for the extreme number rather than a C&E. So and it stays up. It's not a one roll bet either. Yeah, this game is if you you get like both ends of the spectrum on this game. You get people those diehard crap fans that they really hate this game. They despise it as soon as they walk up to the table. Crapless Craps, man, and they walk away. I get it. And then you get the complete opposite end, where you got those people that they really, really love this game, and I get it too, because you can win so much money. You can lose a lot of money too. I mean, think about it. You got an extra. I mean, if it's a quarter game, you got a 135 across with an extra $100. You know what I mean? Because you got the extreme numbers. So it can get pretty expensive. And don't get me started if the game. I mean, I've never dealt this game anything below like where the numbers are already bought, except for one time. It was like I think 3 or 4 years ago. I won't say where, but they had the game at $10 or $10, and I only knew what the numbers were when they were bought. So I had to like pick up the end of the payouts weren't like this. They were on the line, so I had to like move the checks to figure out what they paid on a $10. It was very annoying. I've only ever done that once, but more often than not, like I said, you're gonna buy the numbers. It's a little tricky at first. You're gonna expect to lose certain numbers. If the dealer's not comfortable, they're gonna take your money on accident. You're gonna have to. More often than not, they're gonna have to be reminded. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, the play style, I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, it's the same thing. You just add in an extra 4 numbers that just pay pretty good, okay? I've played Crapless Craps before. It's not a bad game. I mean, like I said, the extreme numbers are hard to hit just because of the odds of the dice. You only got so many combinations. But the payout is just so nice. They're so nice. They really are. I mean, you've been quarter and a quarter behind. That's so awesome. I mean, think about that. You hit a 12. You've been 50 in action. You're winning $175 off of one hit. That is so awesome. It's very profitable. And the come bets are the same thing. But you do get some of those people that they only like to bet the extreme numbers, and as the game goes on, they'll bet like come bets. And the good thing about this game is, one thing I've seen with this game too, and I've dealt, is where people are maxed out on numbers. Now I don't have the $25,000 checks on this game, but I've had people where they bet 5,000. You know, they got 10,000, 5,000. You know, 10,000, 6 and 8. They got like a, you know, like this. They have a, looks like this, and then they have a 25,000. I mean, you see stuff like that. It's a, people just, they really like this game or they despise it. What do I think of it as a dealer? It depends. It really does depend. I mean, you can get worked over pretty brutal on this game. You definitely could. But if you got good players and they take care of you, oh my goodness, the dealers can make a lot of money too. If the dealers, all it takes is for the dealers to get put up on the extremes too. The numbers for the dealers, okay, they give us $20. Okay, I'm going to take the extreme numbers. Why? Because I get paid. Get paid pretty dang good. You know. I got it bought for, what is that, $30, right? More often than not, the dealers don't have to pay juice, but if they do, then whatever you've got over there, save those singles and use it for the juice. But I do like this game. I'm not gonna lie, it's a nice game. I don't get quite enough time on this game on the public game. I've dealt this game on a public game maybe 10 times. I've dealt this game on a reserved games about 10 times, and you would think that's a lot of times to deal it 20 times. It's really not. I mean, considering how many days I deal craps and whatnot, but this game will throw you for a loop every now and then. You can get worked over, or you can have a really good time. And I'm really digging this layout. Maybe for the next video, I'll actually do a live roll and actually play and go for it. And maybe Jason, I'll teach Jason how to play and how to deal the game a little bit or something. I really like this layout. It is a beautiful layout. It's really beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. This is just I guess a little brief explanation on what Crapless Craps is. It's just craps, take away the don't pass and the DC, because those aren't part of it. And you don't lose on the come out. You only win on the come out, and you can only lose on a on a 7. So I'm going to wrap this video up. Maybe in the next one I'm going to deal with Jason a little bit. I'm Louie here from Sin City Living, and as always, don't forget to leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Thank you everybody for watching today's video, and as promised, a little bit more detail on things that we are working on. So again, we want to continue trying to expand the channel. We're really hoping to be able to add roulette as soon as possible, and then some video keno, video slots, stuff along those lines. Unfortunately, it ate up almost all of our cash, paying off all of our bills during the month of January while we were down. And now that the holidays have ended, YouTube's payouts have dropped significantly. So we're kind of treading water here as far as all that goes. Do have a lot of things we want to add, though. Not just those things, those additional games, and hopefully some carnival games and such like that. But the live streams. The biggest problem right now with the live streams is with 3 jobs combined between the 2 of us, 4 if I include the 20 to 30 hours a week I'm putting into the YouTube channel. It's very, very difficult for me to have a day and time that I can commit to doing the live stream every single week, because we also have our very young child to take care of. But I'm trying to figure that out. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being on Monday nights or Tuesday afternoons, or possibly both. I intend to do at least one live stream exclusively for our patrons, and then another one on the YouTube channel. So possibly both days. We also have a few other things that we really want to attempt to move forward on. I'm just running into either time or skill set issues. I do want to eventually have a website going for us. I did used to program websites over a decade ago. A lot of things have changed, and I just don't have that time. And not a whole lot of knowledge on the current state of building websites, hosting site, what sites can host, and how to build up, the e-commerce stuff. So if anybody has any skill sets along those lines and would like to answer some questions or just help us out, shoot us an email, sincitylivingLV@gmail.com. Also, I really hope to be able to start adding some exclusive stuff from Sin City Living, logoed shirts, hats. I'm looking to get custom dice made, even custom layouts made, although those would be pretty expensive. But I know zero about e-commerce and drop shipping and anything along those lines. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, please email me. I would love to ask you some questions and see if you can answer a few to help me figure out how to get that going. Same thing with designing our logos. I had some logos designed, very, very small logos, unfortunately, not big enough to blow up to put on T-shirts and stuff like that. And again, I know I know nothing about logo design, graphic design, any kind of websites that could do it. I literally know nothing. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, also please email me, and you're willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. I'll admit I don't even know where to start as far as asking some questions, but I'm sure I'll ask a few, and that'll trigger a few more, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's that, and of course we do hope to continue to improve our AV setup, but I am an AV moron, so also right there, if you have any skill sets or knowledge in that area, please email me and are willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. We would love to help. Otherwise, again, thank you everybody for watching, and we're very excited to continue bringing you our videos. Bye now.